In October 2023, Wang Xikong, the heir of the renowned Wanda Group in China, made headlines when the media reported his official breakup with a famous social media influencer. Shortly after, Wang Xikong's ex-girlfriend, Huang Yiming, publicly revealed that she had an illegitimate daughter with him. This revelation dominated search rankings for several months. Meanwhile, a Weibo post by a lawyer, buried among countless entertainment news stories, also drew significant attention. In the post, the lawyer disclosed, the brother-in-law of a billionaire was arrested for committing a homicide and is under supervised custody at a designated location. Here, the former billionaire referred to Wang Jianlin, the head of the Wanda Group and the social media celebrity's uncle, pointed to Wang Xikong. The arrested individual, Lin Yu, is a well-known billionaire in China who owns several multinational companies. As of the end of 2023, news of Lin Yu's arrest had not gained much public traction. However, an international media report about Chinese police being called to assist in investigating a 20-year-old murder case in Sweden caused a stir. Soon after, the phrase Lin Yu, Wang Xikong's uncle, suspected of murdering 2 wives, became a trending topic across major media platforms. People began to realize that this powerful billionaire was implicated in several severe criminal cases. How had he managed to evade the law for over 15 years? Let's go back to the morning of March 18, 2003, in an ordinary family home in the Högsbo district, southwest of Gothenburg, the second largest city in Sweden. After breakfast, a woman named Veronica Lin, then 30 years old, took her 3-year-old son Marcus to daycare before heading to the campus of Chalmers University of Technology, one of Sweden's most prestigious universities. At the time, she was a student there. Born in 1973, Veronica was the second child in her family and had an older sister named Christina. From a young age, Veronica had a strong passion for East Asian culture. She had worked at a few Chinese restaurants in Gothenburg. In 1996, at the age of 23, she traveled to Dalian, China to study, learning Chinese while teaching English part-time. During this period, she met Lin Yu, a man 10 years her senior who was also a student in her English class. Over time, the two developed a romantic relationship. Before Christmas 1997, Veronica, still in Dalian, sent a letter home to her family, sharing that she had fallen in love with a charismatic and influential man in Dalian. It seemed that Veronica was more deeply invested in the relationship than Lin Yu. In 1998, after finishing her studies abroad, Veronica returned to Gothenburg and soon discovered she was pregnant. She shared the news with Lin Yu, who was initially very surprised, but decided to take responsibility. Later, during police interrogations, Lin Yu stated, "According to Chinese customs, having a child without being married is not acceptable. For Veronica, the child, and myself, I immediately went to Gothenburg." Veronica's family arranged a wedding registration at the city hall. Some reports described their relationship as a romantic cross-border love story. However, in reality, Lin Yu was known to be quite a philanderer, and without the pregnancy, he likely would never have married Veronica. Lin Yu later remarked, "At first I really liked Veronica, but over time, I noticed her flaws. Veronica was very emotional and impulsive. We had discussed marriage before, but never made a final decision. Despite this, the couple enjoyed a brief period of happiness after their wedding. Every time Lin Yu returned to Sweden, he brought gifts for Veronica's parents, ranging from exquisite Chinese porcelain to elegant leather jackets. However, the long periods of separation gradually eroded their relationship. When their son Marcus was born in June 1999, Lin Yu was not even present. Afterward, Veronica moved back to her parents' home with Marcus. Living with her parents, Veronica led a simple life. In the mornings, she would take Marcus to daycare, then attend her classes, and return home afterward to care for her parents and son. She usually got home around 3 or 4 p.m. Lin Yu sent about 10,000 Swedish krona, approximately 900 USD monthly, to support Veronica and Marcus. However, over time, he became increasingly reluctant and often delayed the payments. By December 2002, Veronica requested a divorce, and Lin Yu agreed, acknowledging that their marriage had become nominal and was being maintained only for their child. However, neither of them was willing to compromise when it came to custody of Marcus. In the spring of 2003, shortly before the incident, Lin Yu sent Veronica an email with a threatening tone. "Don't push me. I love Marcus more than you do. I will come to Sweden to talk things through with you." Veronica responded, "If you want to fight, go ahead." On March 18, 2003, Veronica failed to return home by the evening. Her parents went to pick up Marcus from daycare and repeatedly called her phone. Although her phone was on, no one answered. By 9 p.m., Veronica's parents reported her missing to the police, providing the following information. Veronica was 30 years old, 5 feet 6 inches tall, with shoulder-length dark brown hair. She was last seen wearing a leather jacket and a shirt. By the morning of March 19th, Veronica was still missing, leaving her parents extremely worried. During police interviews, Veronica's mother mentioned that the previous evening, she had heard several screams in the hallway. However, when she tried to follow the sound to investigate, the screaming had stopped. Fortunately, Veronica's phone was still active and could be connected. The police began using technical methods to locate the phone. On the evening of March 19th, the police traced the signal from Veronica's phone and discovered it was within the apartment complex where her family lived. However, due to the limitations of technology at the time, they couldn't pinpoint the exact unit. The police resorted to calling her phone and listening at the doors of each apartment to determine where the sound was coming from. Eventually, they found Veronica's phone in the first-floor apartment of a man named Tang Zhang. The police knocked on the door for a long time, but no one answered. Forced to break in, they were horrified by what they saw. Veronica lay collapsed in the hallway leading to the bedroom, surrounded by dark red stains. Signs of a struggle were evident on her body, and she was no longer breathing. It seemed the screams Veronica's mother had heard the previous evening were her final cries. Tang Zhang, the apartment's owner, had disappeared without a trace. However, his passport was found in the apartment, and the police released an image of it as evidence. Initially, investigators strongly suspected Tang Zhang of murdering Veronica, especially after they tracked his phone signal moving quickly toward the Swedish-Danish border. This further supported the theory that Tang Zhang was fleeing to evade justice. However, when the police followed his phone signal, they discovered it had been discarded in a trash can near the train station. Veronica's family lived on the second floor of the same building, while Tang Zhang lived on the first floor. As his name suggests, Tang Zhang was of Chinese descent. Reports indicated that his Swedish language skills were poor, whereas Veronica was fluent in both Swedish and Chinese. Occasionally, Tang Zhang had asked Veronica to help translate official letters from the local government. Veronica's parents described Tang Zhang as a seemingly gentle person who never had conflicts with neighbors, making it difficult to imagine what could have motivated him to commit such a heinous act. When asked if Veronica had conflicts with anyone else, her parents immediately mentioned her estranged husband, Lin Yu. They explained that the couple was in the midst of a contentious divorce and had been fiercely arguing over custody of their son. Additionally, Lin Yu, a wealthy businessman from China, would likely face the prospect of giving Veronica a significant portion of his assets if the divorce was finalized, something he was unwilling to accept. Furthermore, Lin Yu was using his marriage to Veronica to apply for residency in Sweden. Veronica's decision to file for divorce at this time would have greatly displeased him. Hearing this, the police began investigating Lin Yu's travel records and discovered that he was currently in Gothenburg, Sweden, staying at the Sheraton Hotel in the city. Even more surprising was that Veronica's parents had no idea Lin Yu had come to Sweden. In the past, Lin Yu would stay at their home when visiting. This time, however, he had secretly checked into the Sheraton Hotel. Could there be a specific reason for this unusual behavior? The police quickly arrested Lin Yu at the Sheraton Hotel. During the interrogation, Lin Yu expressed anger, stating that the suspicions against him were deeply upsetting. He claimed he had never anticipated such an incident and that Veronica's death caused him immense grief. Lin Yu explained that he had not informed his in-laws about his trip to Sweden because he was traveling in Europe for business. Originally, Sweden was not part of his itinerary, but due to an urgent deal, he decided to visit Gothenburg. Since his stay was brief, he didn't want to inconvenience his in-laws. More importantly, Lin Yu had an alibi. Veronica's time of death was estimated to be around 3:30 p.m. on March 18th, while Lin Yu was reportedly with business partners the entire day until late at night. His defense attorney highlighted this point and argued that, given Lin Yu's alibi, the suspicions surrounding Tang Zhang, who was on the run, seemed far more compelling. After a month of investigations and multiple hearings, Swedish prosecutors concluded that there was insufficient evidence to charge Lin Yu, and he was released. On April 25, 2003, Lin Yu boarded a flight back to China, making any further attempts to detain him significantly more challenging. Since Veronica's death, the police had been unable to locate Tang Zhang. The company he worked for reported that he had been absent without notice since March 18th, and no one had been able to contact him. A breakthrough occurred on April 30th, when a woman walking her dog near Veronica's family's apartment complex noticed her dog refusing to leave a patch of grass behind the building. The dog barked incessantly at a particular spot where the ground appeared disturbed. This area was directly below the window of Tang Zhang's apartment. Aware of the murder that had taken place in the building, the woman quickly contacted the police. Upon arrival, officers dug beneath the grass and uncovered Tang Zhang's decomposing body. It turned out that he had not fled to evade justice, but had himself fallen victim to foul play. More crucially, the autopsy revealed that Tang Zhang had died on March 17th, one day before Veronica's murder. This meant he could not have been her killer. The police then re-examined Tang Zhang's apartment, the scene of Veronica's murder, and conducted forensic testing. The results showed that the red stains at the crime scene contained DNA from 3 individuals: Veronica, Tang Zhang, and an unidentified male. With suspicions about Tang Zhang eliminated, the police resumed their investigation into Lin Yu. They returned to the Sheraton Hotel in Gothenburg, where Lin Yu had stayed, and conducted forensic testing in his room. The results revealed that the unidentified male DNA found at the murder scene also matched DNA collected in Lin Yu's hotel room. Years later, with the assistance of Chinese authorities, Swedish police identified the suspect. He was 37 years old at the time and named Zhang Song. Based on the available evidence, Swedish investigators theorized that Lin Yu may have hired Zhang Song as a hitman to deal with his troublesome wife, Veronica. Killing Veronica at Chalmers University of Technology was clearly impractical, and abducting her on the way home would have attracted attention. The most feasible location for the crime was the apartment building where Veronica lived. In other words, Tang Zhang's death may have occurred because the perpetrator needed a location to kill Veronica. Tang Zhang was murdered on March 17th, and the killer dismembered him, burying the remains under the grass behind the apartment complex under the cover of darkness. The killer then used Tang Zhang's apartment as a hideout. The following day, when Veronica returned home, the perpetrator abducted her in the hallway and brought her to Tang Zhang's apartment. After killing Veronica, the perpetrator took Tang Zhang's passport and phone to fabricate the appearance of Tang fleeing to avoid responsibility for the crime, thereby framing him. As for why Zhang Song's DNA was found in Lin Yu's hotel room, it was likely because Zhang Song met with Lin Yu at the hotel to report the completion of his task. While staying at the hotel, Zhang Song may have been bleeding from an injury, inadvertently leaving traces of his DNA behind. On June 7, 2005, Swedish authorities issued an international warrant for Lin Yu, initiating a nearly decade-long pursuit. However, with no extradition treaty between Sweden and China, combined with the influence of the Lin and Wang families in China, bringing Lin Yu back to Sweden was nearly impossible. Most people might assume Lin Yu's most significant claim to fame was being the brother-in-law of billionaire Wang Jianlin, once the richest man in China and Asia. However, Lin Yu's true power came not from Wang Jianlin, but from his father, Lin Lianjiang, and his sister, Lin Yusong. Yusong was married to Wang Jinlin and was also the mother of Wang Xikong. Though she maintained a low profile, she was far from a mere noblewoman leading an unremarkable life within a wealthy family. Yusong and Lin Yu's father, Lin Lianjiang, was a prominent figure in the military. Moreover, Lin Lianzhang was not a rags-to-riches soldier who climbed the ranks through perseverance. Instead, he was born into immense wealth. Lin Lianzhang's father, Yu Sung, and Lin Yu's grandfather, was a well-known merchant in Linjia Zhuang, Longyao County, Xingtai City, Hebei Province, China. By the time Lin Lianzhang was born, his family was already one of the most influential forces in Linjia Zhuang. The grandfather initially intended for Lin Lianzhang to study business and manage the family's assets, but Lin Lianzhang was determined to pursue a military career. Later, Yu Sang inherited her grandfather's business acumen. In 1994, she founded Lin Yu Investment Group, a conglomerate with interests in construction, food services, and entertainment. In March 2014, Yu Sang joined the board of directors of the Wanda Group. Rumors circulated on Chinese social media that when Wanda faced a debt crisis in 2017, Yu Sang contributed 200 billion yuan to rescue the company. In 2005, after Swedish police issued an international warrant for Lin Yu, they initiated procedures to travel to Dalian, China, to gather additional evidence. During this trip, Swedish authorities met with Lin Yu's personal assistant, Lin Ling. Lin Ling had been responsible for booking Lin Yu's flight to Sweden and organizing his itinerary during his stay there. Swedish police suspected that Lin Ling might know the real purpose behind Lin Yu's trip to Sweden. They urged her to share any relevant information and warned her that her situation could become dangerous. However, Lin Ling appeared indifferent to their warnings and was unwilling to cooperate with the investigation. Years later, Lin Ling became Lin Yu's second wife, unaware that she was walking into the doorway of death. In February 2014, a user named Uncle Bluebeard posted an article titled, "Even the Wealthy Face Risks. My Sister Died on Koh Samui Island, Thailand," on the Tianya forum, which quickly gained widespread attention. Although the original post was deleted, screenshots of it remain available online. The author described how her sister-in-law's younger sister was incredibly beautiful and had been married to one of China's wealthiest men for over 15 years. The post alleged that the sister was strangled to death by her husband abroad and thrown into a swimming pool to stage it as a drowning accident. The husband was reportedly arrested by foreign police and later paid a large sum to be released on bail. The article referred to the husband as L and claimed that he controlled all of his wife's finances. The sister-in-law had once bought an apartment for her parents, registered in her name. However, after her death, L allegedly changed the locks on the apartment, leaving her parents with nowhere to go. Although the article did not explicitly name anyone, internet users displaying a Sherlock Holmes-like knack for investigation unearthed a 2013 Thai media report. The report revealed that a Chinese woman named Lin Ling had drowned at a villa on Koh Samui Island, Thailand. Lin Ling's family expressed suspicions about her death, believing that she had been murdered by her husband, Lin Yu. According to related reports, Lin Yu and Lin Ling had traveled to their private villa on Koh Samui Island for a vacation in January 2013. On the morning of January 18th, Lin Yu frantically sought out the villa's management, claiming that his wife had drowned in the swimming pool the previous night. He explained that he had gone to bed early and discovered her floating in the pool when he woke up in the morning. The villa's staff alerted the local police, who arrived to find Lin Yu holding his wife's cold body by the pool. It was later determined that Lin Ling had been dead for at least 8 to 10 hours before her body was discovered. What raised suspicion was the discovery of scratches on Lin Yu's left shoulder, which appeared to be fresh nail marks, suggesting he had been involved in a struggle. Additionally, Lin Yu waited until January 20th, to 2 days after the incident, to call Lin Ling's parents in China and inform them of their daughter's sudden death. During the autopsy, the forensic doctor discovered clear bruising on Lin Ling's neck caused by forceful strangulation, confirming that she had been murdered. The cause of death was determined to be asphyxiation due to pressure on the neck. The crime scene was a private villa at the estate Samui on Koh Samui Island. A 2011 article revealed that Lin Yu had purchased this villa in 2008 during a trip to Thailand. In 2013, a Chinese-language newspaper in Thailand, Jinhua Zhongyuan, reported on Lin Ling's case. However, Due to the significant influence of the Lin and Wang families at the time, all names in the articles were replaced with pseudonyms. Lin Ling was referred to as Julie, and her sister, the writer of the Weibo post mentioned earlier, was also anonymized. Later, Lin Ling's brother-in-law publicly shared more details about the events online. He explained that Lin Ling had been extremely close to her parents, and as the youngest child, she had been cherished by them from a young age. No matter where she went, Lin Ling would call or message her parents daily. However, starting on January 18th, Lin Ling's parents could no longer reach her. It wasn't until January 20th that they received a call from Lin Yu. Lin Ling, who didn't know how to swim, would never have gone swimming alone in the middle of the night. Their villa on Koh Samui was an ultra-luxurious 4-star resort. Lin Ling's parents had visited the property many times, as had her sister's family. The resort featured strict security measures, making it highly unlikely for an accidental drowning to occur, especially in the family's private pool. Lin Yu claimed that on the night of January 17th, after drinking heavily, he had fallen asleep, only to find Lin Ling drowned in the morning. He added that Lin Ling rarely drank, but she may have had a little that evening. Despite the many doubts surrounding the case, Lin Ling's parents initially chose to believe their son-in-law and began arranging for Lin Ling's body to be transported back to China. On January 22nd, the Liaoning Provincial Police Bureau contacted Lin Ling's father to inquire if the family was aware of her accident in Thailand. When they confirmed they were aware, the police advised them that preserving Lin Ling's body was crucial for any future investigation. Thai police had preliminarily classified the case as a deliberate homicide. At this point, Lin Ling's parents were utterly shocked. They immediately traveled to Thailand to review the forensic report. For years after Lin Ling's death, they tirelessly sought justice for their daughter. Initially, under pressure from Lin Ling's parents, Thai authorities arrested Lin Yu. A special investigation committee was established to handle the case. However, it appears that Lin Yu used his financial influence to disrupt the investigation, which was subsequently halted by an official suspension order. Lin Ling's family refused to give up and continued to file lawsuits with the Koh Samui court, which accepted their case. The court issued an arrest warrant for Lin Yu, but after paying a substantial bail, Lin Yu was released. He was supposed to remain in the country while out on bail, but for reasons unclear, Lin Yu managed to return to China. In November 2014, Lin Yu entered the United Kingdom using a passport under his own name. The UK's facial recognition system flagged him as an internationally wanted fugitive. The United Kingdom, having an extradition treaty with Sweden, promptly arrested Lin Yu and extradited him to Gothenburg, Sweden. In January 2016, Swedish prosecutors charged Lin Yu with 2 counts of incitement to commit murder. Although there was evidence that Lin Yu was not present at the scene when Veronica was killed, the prosecution argued that he had hired someone to murder both Veronica and Tang Zhong. During the trial, Lin Yu argued that he had never met Tang Zhong, did not know he lived on the first floor of Veronica's apartment building, and could not have ordered any actions involving him. However, Veronica's father testified that Lin Yu had met Tang Zhong several times while staying at their home in Sweden. Another Chinese individual who had previously lived with Tang Zhong also confirmed that Lin Yu had interacted with both of them. After multiple hearings and testimonies from over 40 witnesses, the jury unanimously concluded that Lin Yu had orchestrated Veronica's murder, with the most compelling evidence being Zhang Song's DNA found in the hotel room where Lin Yu stayed. Lin Yu was sentenced to life imprisonment, as Sweden does not have the death penalty, the harshest punishment available under Swedish law. However, the jury also determined that there was insufficient evidence to prove Lin Yu had orchestrated Tang Zhong's murder. They speculated that Tang Zhong's death might not have been part of Lin Yu's plan. Following the life sentence, Lin Yu's legal team was left stunned. He had spent a significant sum of money hiring 3 defense lawyers who worked tirelessly to find a way to appeal the decision. Soon, they found an opportunity. The lawyers discovered that a jury member had previously posted extreme anti-Chinese statements on Twitter, suggesting potential bias. According to legal regulations, this rendered the verdict invalid. The case was remanded to a lower court for a retrial with a new judge and jury. What happened next was unexpected. With the same evidence and documentation, the new jury concluded that there was insufficient evidence linking Lin Yu to Veronica's murder. He was declared not guilty. The court reasoned that the DNA evidence only established a connection between Lin Yu and Zhang Song, who was present in the apartment where the murder occurred, but did not prove Lin Yu had hired Zhang Song to kill his wife. Furthermore, there was not enough evidence to confirm Zhang Song himself was the perpetrator. In response to the verdict, both the Swedish prosecution and Lin Yu filed appeals. The prosecution sought to continue holding Lin Yu criminally accountable, while Lin Yu's reason for appealing surprised many. Upon being declared not guilty, the court awarded him 4.1 million Swedish krona to cover his legal expenses. However, Lin Yu argued that this amount was insufficient. He claimed that his legal team had hired investigators and translated investigative documents into Chinese, raising the total cost of legal and investigative fees to at least 7.5 million Swedish krona. Despite these appeals, no further action was taken, as Lin Yu swiftly returned to China. After his return in May and September 2017, Lin Yu established two companies, Zhenshigu Investment Corporation in Shenzhen and Tengshigu Biotechnology Company in Dalian. These companies focused on biosciences and pharmaceuticals. In 2018, the Zhenshigu Cell Bank was inaugurated, along with the Zhenshigu Life Sciences Industrial Park in Dalian. Reports indicated that Zhenshigu's ambitious goal was to create a personal cell bank for every citizen in China. In an interview, Lin Yu stated that he adhered to the business philosophy of Anamori Kazuo, which emphasizes reverence for nature and compassion for people, valuing ethics and love for humanity. Watching the interview video, it would be hard to imagine that Lin Yu had been implicated in multiple serious criminal cases. Beyond cell storage, Zhenshigu focused on innovative cell science research. At the 2018 Dalian International Life Sciences Conference, Lin Yu delivered a speech and presented a video of his daughter. He revealed that his daughter had been born with a genetic defect. On her 4th birthday the previous year, she was still unable to walk. However, thanks to Zhenshigu's products, she was now healthy and active. By this timeline, Lin Yu's daughter was born around 2013, shortly after the death of his second wife, Lin Ling. This strongly suggests that Lin Yu quickly married a third wife, which led many to revisit and scrutinize his past. In Veronica's case, a key figure was Zhang Song, who had been linked to both the crime scene and Lin Yu's hotel room. It was believed that finding Zhang Song could provide crucial leads. However, in October 2015, Swedish police inquired with Chinese authorities about Zhang Song's whereabouts, only to be told that he had been missing for years. In 2021, Sweden's SVT television network aired a 6-part documentary titled Veronica and the Chinese Millionaire, which detailed the case and trial, sparking widespread discussion in Sweden. The documentary featured interviews with Lin Yu's son Marcus, as well as Veronica's father, sister, and close friends. After Veronica's death, Marcus lived with his maternal grandparents and never saw his father, Lin Yu, or his paternal grandparents in China again. Initially, his grandparents told him that his parents had died in a car accident. However, when he was 7 years old, Marcus stumbled upon a videotape at home and saw news reports suggesting his father might have been involved in his mother's death. The truth was devastating for him. Fortunately, his grandparents raised him well. In the documentary, Marcus revealed that he had once tried to contact his father. He wrote a letter to Lin Yu through a Chinese journalist, sending it to the headquarters of Zhenshigu. In the letter, Marcus wrote, "Dear Father, this is not an easy letter to write. I am your son, but we have not seen each other for a very long time. About you, I have only a few childhood memories. Over the years, I've heard many things about you from others, like how you are kind, generous, and talented. But I've also heard disturbing stories about terrible actions attributed to you. I hope to form my own understanding of you. I want to know what happened between you and my mother. What do you think of me? As your son, do you still have any fatherly love for me, or am I just someone you don't want to acknowledge?" Despite sending the letter, Marcus did not receive a response. It's possible that Lin Yu never saw the letter due to some misunderstanding, or perhaps he wasn't ready to confront Marcus. In August 2024, Sweden's SVT television reported that Lin Yu had been arrested in China on suspicion of murder. However, Chinese authorities have not yet released further details about his arrest. After more than 20 years as a fugitive, Lin Yu's sudden capture raises questions. Does this signal the unveiling of more hidden secrets or the downfall of a once powerful figure? We can only wait for official reports. According to Hong Kong News, many legal experts believe that Lin Yu's arrest in China after 21 years suggests he is likely to face trial there. The chances of extradition to Sweden are considered very low. The trial will face several challenges, including the legality of evidence, the defendant's right to a fair defense, and the complexities of international legal cooperation. Under Chinese law, if the evidence is conclusive, Lin Yu could be sentenced to life imprisonment or even the death penalty, depending on the severity of the crime. If the evidence is insufficient, he could be acquitted and released. This brings today's case to an end. This case reminds us that no matter how much time has passed or how difficult a case may seem, the dignity of the law and the pursuit of justice must never be compromised.